physical therapist today. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. And you're Mrs. Berry?
Yep.
Hey,
You can
nice
call
to
me
meet
Katie.
Katie? All right, excellent. So, Katie, have you been to physical therapy before?
No.
No? Okay, so let me just give you a quick rundown on what's going to happen. Right now, for like the next 15 minutes, I'm just going to talk to you, just to get to know more about you, more about your condition, and after that, we're going to go to like the physical exam, where I take some measurements, do some tests, and just see how it can better help you.
Okay.
Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And in the meantime, I'll be taking some notes just to kind of help me along, just to gather my thoughts. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. But first, can you verify your age for me?
I'm 58.
58. And Katie, what do you do for a living?
I'm an adjunct professor over at the community college.
Okay. How long do you work? What's your typical?
And it's usually about 6 hours a day, a couple of times a week.
A couple times a week. And then what does that entail? Like, what do you do that works?
Walking around up front, teaching, sitting to grade papers.
Okay. And how long are you sitting down to grade papers?
About out of the 6 hours, maybe 4 or 5.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, I help teach the spin classes over at the gym.
Oh, the spin class. That sounds exciting and scary.
I like it.
Okay. And how often do you do that?
That's about 3 days a week.
3 days a week. Okay. So so outside of work, what do you do? Do you have any hobbies? Do you have exercise? Or,
Yeah, well, I mean, I exercise while I'm teaching.
Okay.
Other than that, I like to try and do poetry readings.
Okay. And then oh, sorry, I forgot to ask you about for work. How has like the current like pain affected your work?
I mean, it's all right to still teach. The spin classes are hard.
The spin classes.
Yeah.
What makes it hard?
Pain.
Pain.
The poetry, I can do it, but like supposed to use expressions. That's hard.
Okay. So like just doing like, exaggerated expressions kind of
Yeah.
deal with it. Alright. So now I just want to know a little bit more where you're feeling. Like, could you show me like where you're feeling the pain?
Yeah, it's kind of like right here. It's like, yeah.
Okay. Right in the back of the head.
Yeah, and then like around my eye.
Around the eye. Okay. And then let's see. Do you feel that they're related? Do you feel like they're
Yeah, I mean, the worse my head feels, the worse my eye feels.
So as this gets worse, then
Yeah.
Okay. And then could you kind of describe this pain right here in the back of the head?
That one, it always kind of aches.
Always kind of ache. Like what kind of ache? It's
Dull.
dull. And how about these? The pain right over here.
I mean, it's not always there, but it's sharp when it is.
So it comes and goes.
Yeah.
Alright. Then could you let's say let's go to this back of the head pain. How is it feeling right now? If I were to give you a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain, 10 being I gotta send you to the hospital, how would you feel?
Maybe 2.
A 2? How about as absolute worst?
7?
7? Okay. At its best?
1.
And now how about for the pain that's right around here?
That's probably a 1 right now.
1 right now? Okay. And how about that at its worst?
Probably a 5.
A 5? And at its best?
It's a 0.
0. So do you have pain? Okay, so I know you have pain in the back of the head right over here. Do you have any pain in the neck? Do you have any pain in the front, shoulders,
No.
the back? No. So I drew a little chart right here. Does this look like where your pain is? Like on the back of the head and the front?
Yeah, that looks right.
Okay. And just to clarify, nothing in the shoulders, nothing in the arm, nothing in the neck. So you did say that you feel like they're sort of related. So How do you feel that it's related? Is it like does one pain come on, another one comes on? So how would you describe that?
As the pain in my head gets worse, the pain in my eye area will start to hurt.
Okay. All right, so let's talk more about things that make your pain worse. What causes like the pain in the back of your head to get worse? What kind of activities do you do?
Well, so like for spin class, I've kind of got to like look up
Mm-hmm.
to see the people in my class, and that hurts.
Looking up. And then how would you say like your pain would what would you rate your pain for that on that same scale I gave you earlier?
Can get up to a 7.
You can get up to a 7. Okay. And then any other things that make your pain worse in the back of the head?
No.
How about the one that's right around your eye?
If I just keep the same position for a long time, when I've got that pain back here bad, then that starts to happen.
How long does that pain come on?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So 5 minutes after your head, the back of your head starts to start to come on. Okay. And anything else that makes other pain worse?
No.
Any other thing? And what kind of things do you do to make your pain feel better?
I kind of look down. It makes it feel better.
Looking down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, which one makes it feel better? Is the back of your head?
It makes them both feel better.
Both better? Okay. What other things do you do to help your pain?
I kind of lay on my side and like massage my neck and my head too.
Laying on your side?
Yeah.
What side?
My left side.
Okay. And what other any other things?
Not really.
Nothing else. That would make you feel better a little bit. Okay. All right. Next, I just want to know like how this is throughout the day. How do you feel in the morning when you wake up?
It's pretty good in the morning.
Good. Okay. Pretty good. How about as the day progresses, like you're going to work and
Kind of gets worse, just especially if I have a spin class that day.
okay. How about during nighttime, like when you're sleeping?
When I'm starting to fall asleep, the headache is kind of bad.
The headaches and bad. So again, at night is when you get the headache. Does the from the eye pain come on too, or just
Depends on how bad the headache is that night.
depends on that? Okay, so I want to thank you for filling out this form here. I'm just gonna review this form with you, and I see that you're taking some medications here. You said taking ibuprofen, and what are you taking that for?
The pain.
The pain. And how's that helping you?
It brings it down a little bit.
Brings it down a little bit. Okay. And then who gave you the ibuprofen? Is it did you take it on your own, or did you, the doctor?
Just from CVS.
From CVS. Okay. Okay, and you also say that you're kind of feeling down and depressed at some points. You said you also wrote here that exercise is really hard. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually pretty active in spin classes.
Okay.
I miss doing spin and kind of financial too.
So it's just like so what is making exercise really hard? Is it
The pain with
the pain?
in my class, yeah.
Okay, pain. And you said you drink alcohol a couple, 2 to 3 times a week. Is that necessary, or do you do that for?
It's just like a glass when I go out with friends.
Okay. Okay. I just want to verify these other things you've listed. So you've listed no to cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, but you do have family history of cancer, high blood pressure, and stroke. What family members?
It's my grandparents.
Your grandparents. And have you been to a doctor just to get
Yeah, my doctors know about it. I fill out similar form for them.
Okay. And you also state here that you have a history of ADD. How are you managing that?
My doctor knows about it. I don't take anything for it, just because it doesn't really affect my normal life.
Okay. And yeah. And yes, you have difficulty sleeping. That's because of the headache.
Yeah.
Alright. So I just wanna. So have you had any like X-rays or MRIs or any?
Yeah, they took an X-ray.
Okay, X-ray. Let's see. When was that?
4 days ago.
And then where do they? Do you know where they took it?
What do you mean?
Like did they take it around the head or the neck or?
Yeah, they took it in like my neck.
Okay. And did the doctor take a look at it or anything?
Yeah, they said they didn't see anything.
Okay. So let's see here. So when I start, as we go through the treatment program, I'll be showing you some exercises and that stuff. What would be the best way for me to like explain things to you? For me to like tell you verbally how to do an exercise or how to do a certain thing, or want me to show you? What do you learn? How do you learn that?
If you tell me how to do it, I'll do it. Just make sure I'm doing it right.
Okay, no problem. And then also as we go through on, is there anything that would prevent you from taking part like in physical therapy? Like anything?
Sometimes I get a little
A
distracted.
little bit distracted. So now let's just get more depth with the pain and all that. When did you start noticing the pain in the head and
I mean, the lower, like some of it, it's been there for a little bit off and on, but like I've just noticed it being there a lot more lately.
noticing a lot more lately? How long ago was that?
Probably like 3 weeks. There was a pretty cool meteor shower.
Oh, meteor shower.
Yeah, I guess I spent too much time looking at it.
Looking up. So you know how long you were looking up for?
No, I kind of lost track of time.
Okay. And were you in that position, like looking up
Yeah.
for a while?
Yeah.
And have you ever had any kind of pain like this before?
No.
No. Okay. And how do you feel like this current this pain is feeling? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse. So what would be some of your goals for physical therapy?
I really want to get back to my spin classes.
You went to your spin classes?
Yeah, and I don't want it to hurt anymore.
Don't want your pain. Any other things you want to get back to? No.
The poetry readings.
Okay. So we're gonna do our best to get you back to doing those things, right? So you get back to normal ones, so you don't have to worry about this pain.
Okay.
So that pretty much sums up me talking to you. Now we're gonna go into like the physical exam. So I'm just gonna get some of the stuff and get some measurements. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So and how are you feeling right now in terms of your pain for your for the back of your head and the front back?
They're both about a 2.
Both about a 2. Okay. All right. All right. So what I want you to do first is just go and sit down. I'm gonna lower the table a little bit. Just like a feet up that. And you're going. Okay. So just go ahead and sit like you would normally. I'm just going to take a look at your posture real quick. Let me have you stand up for me. Okay. And then just go ahead and face me. Go ahead and turn to the side that way. Alright, go ahead and face your back towards me. And can I have you move your hair to the side for me? Any side. And then turning to your left. Turn your body. Alright, perfect. Next, I'm just going to have you go ahead and walk up to this point right here. Okay, turn back around. Okay, you can have a seat. How do you feel with that?
That didn't hurt.
And could you? So now I'm just gonna check your shoulders. I just want to make sure that that maybe something in the shoulders not causing any pain. So what I want you to do is go ahead and bring your left arm up. I'm just gonna provide some pressure here. Let me know what you feel.
Okay.
How does that feel?
That was okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have you bring your arms to the side. As far as you can go. Okay. We'll provide some pressure. How does that feel?
That was alright.
When we bring your arm back, and we'll provide some pressure. Okay. How does that feel?
That was fine.
Okay, I'm gonna check this side now.
Okay.
Same thing, again, bring your arms up as far as you can. Okay. Alright, what's that?
That was alright.
Alright. Arm to the side. How does that feel?
That was alright.
Okay. Next is bring your arm back. Okay. How's that feel?
That was fine.
That's fine. Okay. Next, could you actually show me something that would cause you pain? Something that you do?
Yeah, so for our warm-ups for spinning class, like that, and then look up, and that hurts.
Just looking up like that.
Yeah.
And like, what would how would you rate that pain if you were doing that? Like you just did it right now.
4.
Okay, pain would go to a 4 for that. Okay. Now I'm just gonna check some of your motions for your neck. Okay. All right. So can I have you scoot a little bit forward? Feet flat on the floor. All right. So first one, I'm just gonna check how you. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna have you. What I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you look down. Okay. Go ahead and relax real quick. Get myself right. Okay. Now go ahead and look down. Okay. Relax. Next, I'm gonna have you. We're gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna provide a little bit of pressure. Okay.
Okay.
Go and look down. Okay. How does that feel?
That was okay.
Next, I'm gonna have you bring your head back. Just gonna look back like this. Okay. So, go come back to or right there. Sorry. And now go ahead and look back. How's that feel?
That one hurt.
That one hurt. I'm gonna try that same thing again. I'm gonna provide a little bit of pressure. Okay. Go ahead and look up. Okay. How's that feel?
That hurt.
That one hurt. Alright, now I'm gonna come right behind you. That's out of the way. Next, I'm just gonna see how your neck moves to the. Just rotating your neck. Okay. What I want you to do is go ahead and look to your left. How does that feel?
That's alright.
That's alright. Alright. How about let's look to the. Now let's look to the other side. Okay, how does that feel?
That's alright. I turned to the right, it hurt like right here a little bit more.
How far to the right?
I guess like right there.
Okay, closer towards the end there?
Yeah.
Okay. You write that down. Okay. Alright. Check another motion. So I'm just gonna feel around for a reference point here. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Go ahead and look down. Okay, come back up. Okay. I'm gonna have you try to bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Okay, come back. How does that feel?
That was okay.
That was okay. Alright, now I'm gonna have you bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Come back. How does that feel?
That one hurt a little bit.
That one hurt a little bit?
Yeah. Not too much.
Not too much? Okay, so next what I'm going to do, I'm just going to test some of your strength here. So I'm going to have you go ahead and lay down on your back. The first one I'm going to have you do is, let's move this out of the way. Alright, so first one is, you're going to kind of bring I'm going to bring you in that position first. I'm going to bring your head up right here. And I'm going to want you to hold that for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Come back down, I'm going to time you. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. So go ahead and bring your neck up. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Almost there. Almost got it. How did that feel?
That was alright.
That was alright. Okay. Okay. So next, I'm gonna do. I'll go ahead and scoot a little bit back towards me. Right there. Okay. Then I'm gonna bring your neck up again, right here, and I'll provide a little bit of pressure. You're gonna try to resist my pull. Okay. Oh, push down. Sorry. Okay. So go ahead and bring your head up right here. And actually, oh my God, sorry. I gotta tell you one thing. Go ahead and bring your arms up like this. Okay, right there. Now go ahead and bring them. I'm gonna provide a little resistance. Don't let me push you down. Ready? Hold, hold, hold. Okay. Next one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring you into that same position, but just gonna turn your head a little bit. Okay. So go ahead and keep your arms up. Okay. So this is the position I want you to be in. You're gonna come up, turn your head a little bit, and you can hold it right there. Could you go ahead and bring in that position? I'm gonna try to bring your head down. Don't let me do it. Ready? Hold, hold, hold. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you in that position. Just right here. To the back. Okay. To the back. I'm gonna provide some resistance here, and you're just gonna resist that. Okay. Go ahead and go in that position. Okay. So go ahead and come back. So what you want to do first? You want to kind of bend your head, bring your head up, and then turn. Okay. You want to try that? Provide some resistance, so let me pull you down. Ready? Hold, hold, hold. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Good job. Next one. Okay. Next one, I'm gonna have you lay on your stomach. Do you mind taking your glasses off? Now, what I want you to do, I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna bring you in a position two. So what you're gonna do, have you bring your head up right here, turn to the right, and I'm gonna provide pressure this way to resist that push.
Okay.
Go ahead and come in that position. Ready? Hold, hold, hold. I'm gonna do the the same thing to the other side. And hold there, okay? Alright, ready? Hold, hold, hold. And we got one more. Relax. You're just gonna bring your head up, and we'll provide some pressure, and you're gonna resist that push. Ready? Okay. Hold, hold, hold. Okay. How did those feel?
Those were alright.
Those are alright? Alright, you can sit up. Okay. Alright. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna check out some of the bones and just the muscles in the neck. So I'm gonna have you lay down on your stomach here, but let me just get this thing set up for you. No, wish we had the table with the gap, but
This looks like it might work.
okay. Go ahead, lay down. You wanna take your glasses off? Let me have you scoot up a little bit more. I'm just gonna move your hair out of the way. Is that okay?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I have you also remove your necklace? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be pushing around some of your muscles, just feeling it around. You just let me know if you have any pain. I'm gonna start from the very top here. You okay here? Pain? I'm just gonna feel for your muscle here. How are you feeling with that so far? I'm gonna push a little bit harder right here. Let me know what you feel. How you doing? I'm just gonna feel for the sides a little bit. To your right side. How you feeling there? Okay. So right here, I'm gonna feel it's a little tight right here. So I'm gonna push down a little harder. You just let me know how that is. Okay. That hurts right there. I'm gonna try to push a little bit more. You just let me know how it is. Okay, what hurts? We can come up. Okay. So what did you feel with that?
It just my headache when you started like pushing a little harder.
The
It
headache.
started to get worse.
The headache's starting to get worse. Okay. How are you feeling? Are you feeling any sort of any sort of dizziness or anything right now? No. Okay. So you said after I started pushing up right here, your pain started to come on, headache came on.
Yeah.
Are you able to? Do you still have the headache right now? Is it still there?
Yeah, I mean it's always there a little bit.
It's always there. Okay. Okay. So, what it looks like to me, I think uh, when I was pushing around right here, it looks like that joint you have right here, the vertebra here. Felt a little tight. It wasn't moving as well as it should. So what I think is going on is just a little bit of tightness there that's causing some of your headache. So I think you remember saying you went to go watch the meteor shower, right? The meteor shower, and you're at, like maybe looking up for a long time. What I think it might have strained your neck a little bit. You might have strained and then I think the joints just got a little stuck or a little tight. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do some exercises, do some treatment to help get that joint moving a little bit, and hopefully that can relieve some of your symptoms. Okay. So we're gonna try first right now. I'm gonna try to do that same thing we just did, but I'm just gonna push on a little bit to get it moving. Does that sound okay to you? Okay. So go ahead and lay back down. Just kind of wave your fingers if it's too painful for you, okay? This is where you felt the pain before, right here. So up there. I'm gonna take a little break here. I'm gonna do that 2 more times. How's that feeling? Still kind of hurts. I'm gonna do it a couple more times, okay? Just take a little break here. Alright. I'm gonna go for it again, okay? Again, if you have any pain, just wave your hand for me. Doing okay? Okay, we'll break there. We'll do it one more time. Okay. Ready? I'm just gonna fix this for you. Come back up. How's that feel?
It's a little looser now, but
A little looser now?
still kind of hurts.
Still kind of. How's the headache?
It's a little better.
A little better. Okay. How about, are you getting any pain here?
No, that pain's kind of gone for right now.
Okay. So what I want to do is check some of your emotions. Now, after we did that, could you go ahead and look down for me? Go ahead and look up. Okay. Now go ahead and turn to your look to your left, and then to your right. How are those feeling?
I mean, it's still a little bit, hurts a little bit looking up, but it's not as bad.
Not as bad? Okay. Okay. So, another thing I want to work on here is just a little bit of posture. I see that your head's kind of tilted a little bit. So, it just gonna work how you can correct that. So things you can probably do at home just to, just to correct the posture. Hopefully, relieve some of the pressure that's on your neck or on your head. So go ahead and scoot up a little bit. I want your feet flat on the floor. So at home, whenever you're grading papers and all that stuff, make sure you can have your feet flat on the floor, kind of like this. And when you're sitting, try to rotate your hips, your pelvis a little bit forward, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, and you hold it right there. You feel that, and then I want you to try to imagine there's like a string that's pulling your head up. Just try to make you taller a little bit. Okay. Yeah, just like that. And what I want you to do is I want you to bring your shoulders up, back, then down. Okay. And now I want you to take a couple deep breaths. Take a deep breath in, down. One more time. And now just relax. So you see how your your posture is sitting up like this now.
Yeah.
Set up your a little bit, just kind of tilt a little bit. So I think this kind of help take some pressure off.
Okay.
So next thing I want to do, what I want to send you home with, is an exercise to do. So, like I said, it was feeling a little bit tight here, so I think this one exercise might help kind of stretch it out, kind of loosen it up a little bit. So what you're going to do is, it's called a chin tuck. So you can put your fingers right here, and you're just going to try to bring your chin back. Okay. You don't have to use your fingers, but just for reference, try not to go down, try not to go up, just try to go straight back. And hold it for a few seconds, 2, 3, and try to do it maybe a few times a day.
Okay.
Try to do maybe 3 sets of 15 of those. I think when you get a chance, try to do those along with working on your posture. I think that might help you, and then we'll progress more as we get further along.
Okay.
So, do you have any questions for me? I have the time.
I don't think so. No, that makes sense.
All right, excellent. So I'll go ahead and print out a paper for your exercise that you do at home, and then I'll have you, and maybe I'll see you in a few days. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and send you to the front desk. They'll help you schedule your appointment.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.